Now, recently, I was in communication with someone. We were talking, and we were talking about money, and their opinion was, I love saving, I love investing, but I love a few things in life that I would not want to stop enjoying. And one of the things that they said was they would love to travel as much as they can, as often as they can, and they do not want their investment and saving goals to get in the way of that one guilty pleasure. And it is a fair enough question. And many of us have something that we enjoy and we desire not to stop even as we embark in our investment journey. So how do you go about it? And my view would be this: why don't you make your guilty pleasure be funded by income from your passive income sources? Yes, you make money from rent. Then let the rent that you collect that is beside your active employment or your active business effort, basically what you have to put time and effort towards making money for you, keep that for investment and savings, and what you get as passive income to put towards a holiday. For example, for us, recently we went for a holiday, the whole family. We had flights and we had accommodation, all the trips and all the local sceneries and everything, and the activities and food and everything. And everything was catered from our passive income sources. You could also do that. And if you desire to even do a grander thing or a bigger thing, for example, if you want to do a bigger trip, you could increase your investment even more aggressively so that your passive income grows significantly, and you can take the proceeds from your passive income to be able to fund this thing that you call a guilty pleasure, so that your active income is not affected. So if you were to lose a job, you still have this passive income that you have been pushing investment towards to be able to meet your guilty pleasure, which you can be able to draw back should your active employment cease to exist or lower in value. Yes, fund your desires and your guilty pleasures, or the things that you desire not to stop, by your passive income. Is it shoes? Then be buying your shoes from a portion of the passive income. Again, this is just to note, do not use all your passive income towards this guilty pleasure. Use a percentage of your passive income so that the rest of the percentage can be used to invest back into your investment, so that your investments grow at an exponential rate. Because if you use all the passive income towards your guilty pleasures or your additional adverse expenses, then you get to avoid the impact of compounding on your investment. You want compounding to happen. It's just that now you allow a certain percentage of your income to go towards your guilty pleasure. Again, you could not have a guilty pleasure. You could be living a simplistic life, but you could also take a portion of your expenses and ensure that they are catered from your investment passive income. So you could say, I want my rent to be coming from my passive income. And if you want to live in a bigger house, then you could increase your investments and your passive income, so that your passive income, a portion of it, again I say a portion, not all of it, a portion of it can be able to meet your rental expenses. That way you can, one, be able to have the psychological impact of seeing that even though I have a guilty pleasure, or even though I have this expense that may seem over and above the ordinary, at least I'm able to meet it from my passive income sources. I'm not eating my capital. I'm not working day and night every day and grinding to be able to meet this exorbitant or fancy or luxurious item that I desire to still keep even as I pursue my investment journey. So look at your expenses, look at the things that you do not want to change. If you want to live a certain lifestyle but you don't want to change everything and remove everything so that you can be able to increase your investments, then meet that portion from your investment income. And again, this is how you become addicted to investing, addicted to passive income generation, because at least you are seeing a fruit at the end of the day. You increase your passive income, then even that guilty pleasure can be able to be extended further from that percentage of passive income that you have generated. The worst disaster that most people do is that they use their active income, their employment income, their business income to be able to fund a guilty pleasure, an exciting luxurious living, a bigger house, a bigger car, bigger holidays, bigger schools for their children, things that they could scale down to increase their investments. They are meeting from their active employment. When you do this, you are again reducing the capital you need to be able to go towards your investment. Some go to the extent of funding this other thing that they desire to maintain as part of their lifestyle from credit. And not only credit from bad sources. This is where you start digging a hole in your financial affairs, a hole that you cannot be able to fill. But if you tone down, increase your passive income, then a percentage of your passive income pays for this extraordinary expense that you want to do to have as a maintenance of your luxury, then by all means do. If you desire to be eating out in big hotels, do not use your credit card. Do not use your active income. Use your passive income, so that if you desire to go into much more fancier restaurants, then you go and have the push towards your investments. And that is how you encourage yourself to pursue investments and savings, so that your passive income grows, and so that a percentage of this income that is generated, not capital, income that is generated, can be able to pay for this guilty pleasure. I hope that you are learning, you are growing, and you're becoming better in your financial affairs. My name is George Kingori, your online finance guy who talks about all things finance. I can be able to save, invest, and grow in your financial affairs. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section, and like this video. Thank you, and enjoy your day.